right now.
We're going to ask Miss Curating.
All right, here is my computer. So, Jason, if you wouldn't mind taking over this one and checking if we are live on YouTube. I have a feeling that we might be, but just in case before I start designing.
Yep. Look.
We are live. All right. I feel so successful right now getting live on with my new software. I just about 10 minutes ago, I thought I'd finally figured it out, and I turned to my friend and I was like, I'm gonna be super positive. I'm ready. I'm gonna push that button. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna say anything negative. And I pushed the button and the software freezes. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what is the lesson here? What is the lesson? I think the lesson is don't give up. Don't give up. And so I'm gonna send that to everybody out there. Don't give up. Even if it takes you hours to figure something out, and you promised everyone you'd be there and you're not there, and everyone went home from the party you were putting on, and you didn't even show up because you couldn't get your food done in time. It's okay. Just keep on cooking, keep on doing your thing, because I bet you the next time around it might work out. I mean, eventually it's got to work out, right? I mean, how many times can you do the same type of thing over and over and have failure over and over? I mean, the whole process and the whole purpose of us being alive is to learn and move forward. Right, Clarini? Yeah, girl power. Okay. So, as a treat for myself and for my friends who are hanging out with me and hung in there for the last hour while I was like, we're going to go live. They're all like, we're gonna go home already. So I wanted to show you some glass beads. Give me a second, let me go grab them. I'm gonna kind of like sit right here in the middle, and then I'm gonna put some projects right over here. And I have these really cool Indonesian glass beads that I want to use. I love them. They're like very velvety soft, and like they feel really good to the touch. If you guys don't know anything about Indonesian glass beads, I'd be happy to tell you about it. Oh, we have someone from Puerto Rico. Hello. I know how to say in Chamorro, half a day, but I don't know how to say it in, that doesn't help, right? So if we're in Guam, I'd be like, greetings, aloha. So you tell me what I'm supposed to say in Puerto Rico, and I'll give it my best shot. Hola. I did study Spanish when I was in college. I was majoring in Japanese, but I thought I'll study Spanish too. Don't know why I did that, because I would respond in Japanese to my teacher. I'd be like, hi, hi, and she's like, no, si. So I only lasted 1 quarter in that Spanish class. I did get a really good name. She called me Jaime. Jaime. Because my name is Jamie, right? Oh. And then in Spanish it's Jaime. Okay. Because I always said hi. Yeah, because I was always saying hi, Corinne. Be quiet over there. The peanut gallery. Well, don't be too quiet, because I do need your help designing. Okay. So my plan is to take these beautiful Indonesian glass beads and make a triple strand necklace. So I have my paper with me. I'm going to show you some stuff. Hi, Deb, in New York. It's beyond lunchtime. It's almost dinner time for you, huh? I didn't eat lunch yet. I have a piece of candy that I'm going to eat as a reward for sweating it out with this setup. Got the lights, the camera, the software, the microphone, my beadboard, my beads. So, I'm all over the place and I'm excited. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pick one of these strands in one of these colors. These again are Indonesian glass. Each of the beads are about 4 to 6 millimeters. Super, super duper cute, right? Now, if I was in a mood for love, self-nurture, and taking care of myself, which I usually, try to focus on, I do forget to do it. But if I were, then I'd pick pink today, pink or red, just to really love myself. If I want something peaceful and calming, then I would pick the blue ones, something like this. And I have these darker black ones, So that'd be more grounding, kind of like get me back into my body, feel a little bit more present and aware. Hola! That was for Maria. Over in Puerto Rico. That's so cool. And then I have a blossom. Larimar addict. Oh, I know. I love Larimar. So if I was in a peaceful, calming mood, which I normally am not, so I probably should wear something peaceful and calming, then I do something in this. But you know what I'm actually going to do, you guys? I'm going to take this one. This is the hardest one for me, because this is the one I like the least. I love challenges like that. Taking something I don't like and making it in something I do. You know? Just kind of a funny little thing, right? Like, why would I deliberately pick something that I'm not attracted to and then say, let me make it work? It's kind of like how I pick my friends.
Oh, thanks. That explains it.
I'm totally just joking, sort of. So let me get my Sharpie pen. So I'm going to use this because the combination of the red and blue is really significant. Red is the color. I mean, if you think about it, red and blue is purple, right? And purple is all about awareness. Purple is about self-reflection. Purple is good for royalty. Purple is red and blue together. And what red and blue is, red is grounded, survival, thriving, just taking care of yourself, your blood is your lifeline. And then you mix that with the blues. The blues is the peace and calm, being centered, being like just being connected to the idea that, you know, we were once in the womb, we were in water. And then when you're in water and you can float and you feel so free, you put that together with your survival. So I'm going to make something with this. And like I said, this is probably the hardest one, but that's the best kind to work with, right? Something that is challenging and difficult. Testament to the fact that nothing should stop us. Nothing. We're beaders. All right. Now, beading has been around since the beginning of man wanting to be expressive and go ahead and express what they found that day. What did they kill and bring back and eat? You know, you put a tooth on your necklace. What is your strength? What do you believe in? You know, so then you would wear something that was symbolic of your tribe, or a patterning of color. So I'd like to think, what do I want to make today? I want to do a 3-strand. I love 3-strand anything, okay? Because for me, I'm just going to talk this out. 3 strands is like body, mind, spirit. It's got the past, present, future. Anything in 3s is wonderful. I also like, I have this thing called horror vakui, which is a fear of empty spaces. So I like to fill things up, okay? So what if I did a necklace that has a termination here and here, and then each one goes onto here, like so. Like a 3-strand necklace. And then I can do either chain. Oh, isn't that cool how when the pen skids, it makes like little dotty lines? I was like, how do I do that? So I would attach a chain or something on this side, or even a piece of leather, something thick. So visually, if this ring is really big, I may want to thicken up what the cord is going to be like back here. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there, because I got to figure out what the chain is going to be like. But working backwards, first, I'm going to do 3 strands. Past, present, future. And if I wanted to do it even more symbolic, the first one could be past, this one could be present, and this one could be future, the longest one. The longest one, which is indicative of the longest part of my life, right? Where I am going to go forward and all the decisions I have to make. So what kind of colors do I want to put in there that are reminding me to be hopeful, to be forward-thinking, to be growth-minded? Oh, green. That would be nice to put like maybe some peridot in here. So I would have some growth-minded colors. Where I am currently, I would say, is really in survival, right? Like making new decisions, what's good for me, how do I adapt when I wake up every morning? It's every day feels different. For you too, Clarine? Do you feel like that? Like every day feels the same? Does it feel the same as when you used to wake up a year ago though?
No.
I think it's that difference. Like you don't know how to count on the things you used to. So we are growing and adapting and changing presently. But what I would like currently is more groundedness, you know, because I feel like that would help me. So I'm going to put some, I think, greens in here, some browns and blacks in my middle one. And in the past, I would say the past would be, you know, whenever you look back on something, I don't know if you have this ability, but I do, to look back with fondness or kindness, even if it was a really not good time. When you look back, you have retrospect and you have compassion. And so it's sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's a little bit easier to apply love to something that's already done. And so I think in that one, I would probably put some pinks and maybe reds, you know, in my first strand. So this is how I could build a very symbolic necklace. Now, you don't have to do any of these. I may not do any of that. But what's good is you get your mind moving. You get your mind and your hand, your heart, everything starts getting engaged. So you're creating ideas. You're problem solving. You're not just standing here going, well, I have these beads and I really don't like them, so I'm going to go on Netflix instead. I mean, yeah, I do that. But when I want to move forward and I want to be a part of my own life, you know, there's different solutions you can apply, different techniques you can use to break or bust through old habits and old mindsets. So this is just one for me. Be super creative, go with it, change your mind. I'm so hungry. I was like, what are we gonna eat for lunch, you guys? So I'm gonna put some greens here, browns here, some pinks and reds. So far, that's the idea. I'm gonna do it 3-stranded, and so that I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna use Softlex beading cable. Beading cable is awesome, okay? Beading cable, does anyone have beading cable? Can I borrow some of yours so I can show it on the camera? Oh. Miss Cass, can I have a spool of beading cable? I want to show all my friends what beading cable is. It's a stainless steel cable that's encased in plastic. So the one that I like to use has at least 49 strands of stainless steel cable. So imagine you have little thin cables all twisted together. Then it's wrapped in plastic. So now it is waterproof, water resistant, and it's virtually stretch proof. Has anyone out there ever used beading cable before? If you haven't, on our channel, we have this video recently called straight stringing with crimps. I don't know. Joy, are you watching, Joy, or somebody out there? Anybody? Nancy? Someone? Can you go and see what the name of that recent video is and comment? Because I would so appreciate that. Beading with... We have over 250 videos, and I'm almost 50. So, like, trying to remember all of those is kind of hard. Not to make excuses, but it's like the truth. So, this is beading cable. It comes in different sizes. If you've never used it before, I would recommend using the 014 or the 019. I like Softflex's brand, particularly their Soft Touch. I've been using their brand for almost 20 years. I met these guys who make this in a bar, okay, at a bead show. So we're all drinking beers. This is like maybe 22 years ago. The name of the video is Basic Stringing with Crimping at the Bead Gallery, okay? So you'll see a moonstone bracelet. So looks like this. Basic Stringing with Crimping at the Bead Gallery. Thank you, Cass. So back to my Soft Touch story. So I'm sitting there talking to these two guys who's just started this new business. Oh my God, this is before I opened the bead store. This is over 22 years ago. And I think I was in Albuquerque. I was taking a class on how to make lampwork glass beads because that was my first passion. Anyhow, we get to talking and they tell me they own this company, or they started to own this company where they're making their own cable. And I was like, really? That's so cool. So that was Scott, and yeah, I really, really like their product. Really do. So if you need any help picking a good size, let me know, because any of our staff can give you a recommendation on what's a good size for your beads. Joy, thank you for posting that. You so good, girl. Love it. So I'm going to use beading cable. And when you use beading cable, now you've opened up the opportunity to use any bead you want, right? So you can put, I'm just going to stick this in here. As long as you're using a thick enough one, you can use seed beads, metal beads, spacers, large hole beads, and mix it up. If you're using a nylon cable, it is not as easy because when you use nylon, the sizes are more precise. So if your nylon, not a cable, but your nylon string, if it's too thick, you have to eliminate a lot of the smaller beads right away. Now I like to use small and big, so today I'm going to use soft flex in my patterning. I also want to put in one of these. These are so nice. When we closed, I had bought a bunch of these. My friend looking over when I say so nice. These are crystals, chunks of crystals that Jason and I hand-picked out that have this like, it's the raw quartz, and they have a plating at the top in copper. And so some of it's really antique. I think I have one with like a silver color. And so there's a loop at the top so you can just wear it. I love wearing a crystal, just like a pure crystal quartz. The energy that you get from it is very magnifying, harmonious. It's clear, reminds me of water. It's just so pretty. So I would like to have one on my necklace. So on my 3-strander, I'm going to add it right here to the bottom. And then again, keep in mind that we can always change our mind. So if it doesn't look good, take it out. Always be ready to just pivot, okay? That's good practice. Be ready to pivot. Don't get stuck in one idea. I'm going to put this little baby one on the bottom. I just realized that my camera is not catching the bottom of my beadboard. Oh no! Oh no, so I'll just rest it there and maybe someone will come to my rescue while I'm doing my video. If I talk super loud, someone will come and adjust the camera for me to show you this pendant. Yeah, no, not Clarine. She just had hip surgery. She should not get on the ladder and touch a camera that's 6 feet in the air. Not you, Clarine. You stay there. Oh, is there any way we can adjust the camera? Because I want to show my pendant at the bottom. Perfect. Maybe, oh no, that's too much now. Little lower. Little, right there, right there. Perfect. So the angle is going to be off, you guys, because I had to flip the camera, but we'll see if this can work. Maybe I should move this backwards. What do you think? Here come. The camera angle is going to be throwing it down only because we'll figure it out. So as Jason works over here to help me, thank you so much, Jason. I am going to go ahead and talk about my design. So I'm going to take one of these strands and I'm going to cut it. So the best way is to not think so hard when you cut your strand. Just cut it. And get some scissors. So ill prepared. I didn't bring scissors or anything. Hang on. Nancy, can I have scissors? Okay, so this strand is about 23 inches. And so there's enough beads that I can start working on a pattern. And anytime you have questions, comment, because I have my computer over on the side and I can totally go over. I'm going to try and make this into 3 strands. This is not enough beads, unless each piece here is short, right? So if this is like 1, 2, 4 inches, 5 and 6, then this is enough beads. I don't have to worry. Let's see what happens. So the way I like to design a lot of times is just get the beads on the board. Clarine, do you like to do that? Just get your beads on the board? And then I'm a minuser. So I like to take stuff off. So I like to fill up all the spaces. Remember my fear of spaces? So I like to fill it, and then I like to take things out and replace it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for this particular one. I don't really worry if it looks like nice, like, and all the bead holes are touching. I just get it on there. Because once you do that, it gives you a stronger sense of how it's building. Most of the time when I design with color like this, I have to lay it out. When I design with wire, I do it in the car when I'm driving. I do a lot of my wire work in my head. So like I'll walk through the steps of what comes first. So I'm actually making it in my head before I actually make it in wire. But for beading with color and sizing, yeah, I really prefer not doing that in my head. How do you guys bead? Do you guys bead in your head and then execute? Or do you bead like, where you can see it and then decide like this.
I started my head, but when I lay it out, it looks,
Yeah, yeah.
because visually that,
It gets. Well, that's cute already. Hmm.
yeah, that is.
You know what would be pretty sweet? This is just an idea and I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to show you. Is if the pendant hooked all 3 strands together. So like, what if my pendant looked like this, right? Here's my pendant and here's my loop. For you guys who took my classes, you know I like to just like sketch real quick and have ideas. But what if I had like a 3-strand bar that ran over here where the strings can come through, and then I connect it to there. And then each of my strands runs through the bar where my pendant hangs off the bottom. That would be kind of sweet, right? Because then it holds everything together versus just hanging the pendant only on the bottom. Now, if you don't have a 3-strand bar, you could actually make it. You could take a piece of wire and your wrap and tap, and you take your wire and you go like this. And then you would end it, so it would actually be more like this. And then to make it stronger, I'd make one more opposing, and I'd layer it and then use them together at the same time to string through. Oh, that'd be pretty sweet, yeah? I never thought about making my own spacer bar to hold a pendant together. Yeah, so it actually have to be a 4-strand spacer bar because the bottom one is where I would put the pendant. Let me think about that if I want to do that. You know, there's nothing like making something the way you want it, right? What kind of beads am I working with? I am using these, Debbie. Remember the Indonesian glass that I was showing you? I love it. I didn't even know Jason had handpicked all of these on our last trip because we came back. He must have bought them from a vendor that we really, really like, that does like a lot of Thai. The last what? Oh, he got it at the last hour of the show. Then we packed up, right? We come back from our trip, and then I got sick in Tucson. I got type B flu or A, whatever the worst one was. I thought I had COVID actually. And when I came back, though, I got the testing. They said it wasn't. But I was out of the store for the first 10 days we came back from the trip. So I did miss quite a bit, like coming back into the store. Okay. So if you guys have questions, ask away. Let us put some focals in here now. My representative focals. So, you know what? I have these Indonesian glass beads. And I don't know if I like it, but I'm going to put it in and see. So this is Indonesian glass here, and this is also. And I was thinking like the 3rd strand was going to be about growth, right? My future. And let me find 2 teeny ones. That might be kind of cool. So put the 2 greens here, just for fun. And then my second one was going to be blacks and browns. So maybe I can put 2. I can put 2 like coppery brown beads or something there. Let me see. We have a lot of beads, so I'm gonna look in these.
Go ahead.
Claire, what do you think? Too big? It's so fun being able to design like with my YouTube friends. What do you guys think? Too big? Smaller? Like a gold? These gold ones are super cute. The only problem is those green ones are large. So if I'm gonna stay committed to the green ones, I have to actually kind of work with that size. It's hard to go smaller. Like if I want to do smaller, like that's cute, right? Then I think I have to take these green ones out. Let me go and find something a little small. I think I want real peridot actually. Can you grab me some real peridot? and it's going to be in the green jars on the other side. And then I am going to put in, what should I put in? How about if I use, what do you guys think? Should I put gemstones mixed with this? Because I do love the idea of, let me change that out. Something like this. These are, yeah, not as, I don't want to call these an eyesore, but not as strong metal in there. I do like these little cubes though. These are 23 karat vermeil, and I think it adds a little bit of flash. But is it too tiny? You know, maybe not enough detail, too much detail for being how busy these are. Let me try something larger. Oh, that's kind of cool, right? Putting something completely different. Or I can work with copper. Look, because of the reds and the pinks. Ah, remember I was gonna do, okay Debbie, if you're just joining me, I'm gonna show you my drawing. I was gonna say like a past, present, future necklace. So the top one, which is like past, I was gonna put a lot of love in there, how we can look back with compassion and love. So I think I could put these pink copper ones in that one. That would be cool. What would that look like if I put 3? And if I want them to pop, I could put like a darker bead on either side of them. So let's just see. So I put that there. Uh-oh. I got a little blurry. Hold on. Be right back. I'm gonna go and try and get it. Let's see if that worked. Yes, I manually fixed it. Right on. I'm going to take out these Indonesian glass beads, and I'm going to put in some peridot.
You want bigger?
No, I think these are beautiful. Let's see. So again, the nice part about working with Softflex is I don't have to wonder, is this size going to be okay? I know it is, because I'm going to make sure. Oh, I like that. Or that.
I like the long.
Me too. That's super nice. I wonder if I want to get a green accent, like just to play in the top one. I can pop those there, yeah. Ooh, that's nice, yeah. Or I could use a faceted one. Ooh, that's cute, yeah, because it's really tiny and yeah, I like that. Okay, so I got the green aspect for change and growth. And I really like the idea of being abundant and just adapting. So that's my I want to be bamboo feeling using the greens. I'll put that there as a reminder. Then I have the pinks. Clarini, can you let me know what you think about using these copper colored lanterns? I feel like the texture is a little bit like, I don't know, like maybe too much. Too shiny. Let's try that. Or maybe it's just too, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Too attention getting.
Yeah, it's too distracting.
Okay, Clarine said distracting. That's a good word. Let me go find something else.
That's all you see.
What do you think about those gold ones? Those gold coins. They look like money.
I like that.
So copper is one of the metals used to make rose gold. And you like the shiny? Me too. Okay, let's try. Let's try these copper beads first. There's one. Here's another. Up the light so you can see them sparkle. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have a copper puffy heart. Look, So if I want to really symbolize love, I could put those in there. So that'd be like an obvious one. Or I could wire wrap them and then hang them off. So then, no, I'm not feeling like wire wrapping today. So I think I'm just going to see what I can do to string them in there. And then I can put some of these nuggets. Remember, I was like, oh, look at that. So an accent is a really nice thing to put in between when you are wanting to space out two different colors. It's a nice segue. I like this. Okay, so this gold one I'm going to take out because the gold origami box is not making me feel like it has to be in there. So that's another way you can judge. If the bead says, please, please, please leave me, I usually say, okay. You don't have to listen to the message. Look, I found these copper hearts.
Cute.
Isn't it kind of fun? Because I was like saying that the first past present was like about love and pink. So I think I'm going to put that. But I don't want to use the heart in the center because it sits left to right, right, in terms of the design. So I need to figure out what can I put.
It's not bad. It ties into the top of your stuff.
It does. Okay, but did you all hear what Clarine said? She said, it's not bad. Now, when you're jewelry designing, I do that too. I go, oh, that's not bad. Well, there should be a rule that says if you are saying it's not bad, that's not the same thing as saying I love it, right? I mean, do you guys agree that it's not bad and I love it are two completely different statements? Like, you don't want to marry somebody you're like, oh, he's not bad. Or, you know, be stuck with the rest of your life with,
What
that's
is
not
that-
bad.
what is
You
that?
want, yay,
The one closest to you.
this one. That's the one I just had in there.
Oh.
I liked it, but I really felt like it was very attention getting. Maybe it's the size. What do you think? Not attention getting? What's this one?
No, too blah.
Blah. You like this one? I don't know how I feel about that one yet. I do like this one because it's shiny.
That's not bad.
What if I had 3? So sometimes if you're designing and you like one, but one isn't working, put more.
I would change the center
Okay.
and use the other one you have. That's nice.
Not bad, or it's
No,
nice.
That's nice.
So that's rose gold and copper.
No, I like that also.
Me too. Debbie's like, I like shiny. Look at that.
More shiny, more better.
More shiny, more better. And then I'll put some of these spacers in. What do you think of the gold? I'm kind of like hesitant about that gold too. I think I like the color, but it's starting to make me feel like it got really
It changed.
the look, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it doesn't match.
Okay. Let me try this. Too big, yeah? Okay. If you guys ever need help,
What is that small square one?
that's kind of cute. The origami box.
Or is that the one you had before?
Yeah. I just felt like it really didn't pop. What do you guys think of the origami box, which is this cube here? This one, which is like a small weave. Or, hang on, I'm going to go and get one more tray. You know what's another tray that I didn't think about using was tubes and barrels. You know, tubes and barrels are really good shapes to use. I tend to use a lot of rounds, but tubes and barrels are nice because it gives a length to the piece where it's not all just chunky. I'm gonna get the
get
tube.
it?
Yes, well, let's look at some tubes and barrels. And then this whole piece is starting to feel more earthy, right? What happens if we put something super sparkly like this sparkle ball? Let's just see. Yeah, so then you can kind of go, wow, that changes the feel right away of kind of keeping it earthy with a few bits of sparkle. So I think I'm going to take the sparkle ball out for this particular project. And this is like a brassy gold. Let's see how that looks. So a lot of design is just putting something in, taking it out, putting something in, taking it out. Ooh, I like this curly Q. It's kind of freaky. I wonder if it would fit on my...
Oh, through the, that'd be nice. Oh.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so I have these tubes that I'm touching right now. And if I can fit it, I think I'm gonna put a tube when I straight string through it. Look at this. I like this element. It's just a, right there. Can you see it? It's just a little tube. And when I string my piece, yeah, I'm gonna string it on this tube so that it goes through. And they're not expensive, they're just gold plated. So I'm gonna use it in my design in random areas. Cool. Yeah? It kind of lightens up the whole necklace look right away. Okay, so that's looking kind of cool. This ball though, too much. So, how's, ooh!
Hey, Bonnie.
Aw, hold on, I just kicked the bead across the floor.
Okay, I'll go pull it up for you, okay?
Aw, I just lost the gold bead. Okay, we need to move on, right? So I'm going to try and use these tiny little vermeil ones. I'll put that here so you can see. Right here. And I'm going to put them in the piece. Miss Martha says more green. Yes, I think that'd be lovely. Okay, let me put this in here somewhere. Oh, I like that. All right, I think I found the one I really like. Here it is. It is the winner. I think that the round one I was trying to force in there was just a little too... Put these. I'm going to change the lighting a little so it's not so bright. Oh, I'm loving this necklace, you guys. So I'm going to have the pink and the copper in this first strand. So that's going to be all about like love, compassion, past, looking back with fondness. Then I'm going to have the second one is going to be my browns and my blacks. Oh, I got to put in some browns and blacks. And then I could, what can I put in for some browns and blacks? Smoky quartz, yeah? That'd be nice. And I'm gonna put all my beads over here. You should see it now. I have like stacks of beads. Then I have these crystal quartzes, right, that I was talking about earlier, that I have to figure out where these little cuties are gonna go. I have so many different ones to choose from. I was gonna pick the smallest, but now in retrospect, I think I want something a little more statement-y. Oh, out of focus. Hang on. Okay. All right. How is the lighting, everybody? Do you need it a bit brighter? Let me know and I can pop the lights. Look at this ring too. I wanted to do this as a quick live on YouTube when we have some time. If you guys want to learn how to make this, I'd be happy to. I think it might be on our YouTube channel, but it's kind of fun to do things live, yeah? I've made it so that it's on its side, and then I make one more and I wear it on each finger, and it's like wearing butterfly wings when you keep your hands closed. So if you guys want to do flower butterfly wing rings as a live, I can do it. Do I have a flower bead in the copper? That would be nice. Thank you for that suggestion. I have something like this. I mean, I could put that in there. That's kind of cute, no? Flowers are nice symbols of growth. Ooh, I do. I like these. Okay. See if I can pop this somewhere. That's nice, y'all. I'm really liking this. I like more brown now. I'm gonna put more brown in each one.
I like those bamboo looking.
Mm-hmm. So scoop. If you don't have a beadboard, you guys, the reason I'm using this beadboard is because I can string it exactly to length here, but because it's graduated, it'll come out so it goes short, medium, long in my necklace. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. I love the funkiness of it. I love that each one is slightly different. What I don't love is the confusion that's happening. And let me explain that a little further. Meaning when I look at it, I'm all over the place, right? So it's almost like when you're cooking stew and you know, close your eyes and think about when you look at stew. It's all brown and there's some hints of color, but if you see a carrot, don't you kind of go, ooh, look at that bright orange in there. And then if there's enough carrots, it gives you a place to focus, right? So I think with mine, I need a dark color to bring it all together, especially because if this is gonna have a dark color on the top of my pendant, I don't want it to be where your eye comes here and gets stuck on this. I mean, if it's like a $5,000 pendant, heck yeah, you want to have all your attention go there, so all you want to look at is this. But this is not my focal. My whole necklace is the focal of symbolism and color. And so I think what I need is something in here that's a repeated color, a repeated shape that brings it all together. So that's like so when you are designing and you feel like it's kind of like, oh, I can't seem to feel grounded in it, then put something in there that's grounding, repeated, and brings you back to your piece. So if you guys have any suggestions, I am open for it while I look at it. I do think it's going to be a dark color. I mean, I could break another of these strands and put in this, but I kind of want to work with the red and the blue as it is. Oh, this is a really different necklace for me. I've never made anything quite like it. I might put some bead caps on the green because it's popping so hard for me. But I do like how it brings out the green here and here. So I would love some feedback from everyone on what you think would be a great next step to move forward with this necklace. Dark color, size. I'll be back. I'm gonna go find something. I think I need something dark and opaque, so not. I'm coming back with some wood. So I have some wood. Yellow. Ooh, yellow is my favorite color. Okay, let me start with this and then we can go on to yellow. I'm going to go ahead and put in some random patterning of teak to see how that makes me feel. I might not be able to use these gold bars because the thinness is kind of narrowing the piece down so much that I can't, I might not be able to use the gold bars, Clarini. And then of course before I string it, I will count it so that, maybe I won't, but I was going to kind of so that I could space out some of the coloring. What do you guys think? I think that I just needed something to kind of create a pattern, a visual, stable pattern for your eye to settle on. I'll be right back. I think I have more of these beads.
You can say out of light pink, but I have that and that for that. And then for this one, we can either do the white or the green.
Yay, I have teak by the piece and by the strand.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
Here, let's go.
I got some more teak.
And then I have, who do I have out there?
How is it watching the design unfold, you guys? Is it interesting? Is it distracting? This is rosewood that I'm putting in now. That's a good trick to get my camera to refocus. I just have to put my hand down and wait. Did it work? All right. You love the addition of the wood, Debbie? Yeah, me too. Okay, I'm liking it. Does it look cuckoo? Like, is it all over the place? Does it need some kind of balancing act in there? Did it get all the colors that I wanted? Green for growth, blue and black. Oh, I'm on camera over here. I forgot. I was so busy looking at my hands. I was like, oh, I can put this in my mouth.
You're hungry, so.
Thank you, Nancy. Pinks and reds, browns and blacks. Mmm. I'm actually loving it. Not quite yet. It's missing something. Is it missing a color? Or is it missing a texture? Does it need more metal? These are questions for all of us. Yeah, I normally don't work with these colors either. So this is really interesting for me to work with it. You know what's gonna really help? Ooh, you know what's really gonna help? The focal rings on either side. I'll be back. I'm gonna do it in copper. All right, I have 5 different rings to look at. So I have this hammered brass one, brass oxide, a medium one, this heavy one, which is like an African brass, and this large one. So I'm gonna try them all one by one. So you have to imagine all 3 rings, like in this photo, all 3 rings are gonna come and terminate onto this. And then from here, I might do leather. So, too small. Too small. Wow, this is gonna be a lot bigger than I expected. That one's kind of cool. That one's kind of small, yeah. Too small. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. Now that I know how big this ring has to be, I might be able to do gold. All right. That's kind of cute. Kind of thin, but then I can use two if it was too thin. There's this. Oh, it's kind of big. Try look. It would be like on my neck. It'd be like that. And remember I told you in another one, like I'm not into that whole Frankenstein looks like bolts sticking on the side of your neck look. So that I'll pass. This one is really cute. So I'd have to use two because I don't know, one looks kind of thin, yeah? If I use two, then it'd be thicker. I have this. I was eating popcorn. Then I have this link. Check it out. It's a 3-piecer. I'll put it in my hand down here. So I was thinking, what if I crunch it all up into one, so it's like a thick ring, and then I squeeze all three onto it. All three strands get crimped onto one link like that. I don't know, that looks a bit chaotic, yeah? Like not as clean. Clarini, do you have an opinion? I'm a little stuck at this point. I like the gold. Cass, on your way back, can you stop and look at this? I have 3 strands. I'm going to terminate it onto a ring. Crimping up.
Kind of like that one.
Me too.
The other one's too heavy.
This one's too big, huh?
Squash.
Yeah.
There was that other size.
I know, I wish. Because I like the printing
I
on it.
feel like that one's a little too dark.
It is, yeah. And this one was what I liked it, but it was a little chaotic.
I don't think it's gonna sit properly, or like the way that you think it will.
It's gonna shift off.
Yeah.
And then your thing's gonna be like,
Shifty.
Well, because you assume that one of the points, like the point will either go up,
Oh, that's true. Thank you, Cass.
and
It's
then
not a circle,
it's gonna,
right?
like
It's
spread out
Good point.
unevenly.
It's always good to ask your friends for help. Okay.
cute.
I'm going to. Let me think if I'm not being creative. Is there something else I can attach it to that has not even occurred to me? Like a big shell ring. Hold on.
Where is that stuff for?
I think I have those shell rings somewhere. I have these water buffalo horns that are kind of cool. Okay. I have these. Oh, maybe too big, yeah? Darn it, I think they're too big. This one not as big only because the color is lighter, so it's not as intense in size, but yeah, I think when I have them on the side of my body, like so, it might look large.
Oh yeah, too big.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with the double gold. Do you guys want to see me string this? Like, I don't know how long it's going to take me to string it. But I mean, I could give it a shot if you guys want to hang out, and then I can measure it and hold it up and kind of give you an idea on how, like, if I change my mind. Do I have any? Yes, I was hoping I had a non-metal ring. Really, what's the ones I'm wearing? Oh, this I made. This is in my new antiquing video on YouTube. This is the one that has the knots in there made out of wire. And this lovely necklace is the one my friend Clarine just made for me. Haha! Look at that. So she used pearls, then she used a bead cap to segue into, and then she straight strung it with some lovely labradorite, yeah? And gold spacers in between. So nice. So nice. I love it. Okay, so let me get back to my necklace. You guys want to see me string it? I will be happy to. Let's hang out. Okay, everybody go grab your beads. Whoever's out there, go grab a project, go grab your beads. Maybe you can straight string a mask holder. You know, so I was just thinking you could put clips on the end. If you don't have clips, you can tie it onto coffee clips. I mean, even temporarily, you could just get it onto like a paper clip and turn a loop, and then you can hook your mask into there. Make your own beaded paperclip mask holder. And Michelle is ordering some swivel lobsters for us so that we can do that. I'm gonna go get some soft flex, some pinchy ends, and I'll be right back. Let me put all these away.
Can I buy some too? I need 3 feet.
Yeah, you want 019 as well?
Yeah, please. And I can do my black one.
I'm gonna make jewelry now. Okay, I'm back. So these are the things that I needed in order to make this project. Hi, Annas. I need my mag eyes. I need my pinchies. And I need some soft flex. Now, in my picture, which is not accurate, this is only, well, actually, maybe it is accurate. Look, can I wear it like this? Well, use this drawing and see like how that translates. Isn't that funny? Like if I make it like that length. Let's see. Scale to life. I guess. Is my face about the size of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper? Okay. How much do you need, Clarini?
I need 3 feet.
3 feet. Okay, I got past this to you so you can cut 3 feet. I don't know how much this is, so I'm going to cut myself 1 foot.
Well, I want to get gold.
Oh,
Because I'm not.
okay, you gotta go, you can go grab it from the bin. Okay, so I take my soft touch. I'm gonna put my crimpy at the end, like so. So my beads don't fall off. I'm gonna look at my longest pattern. Actually, let's start from the center and go out. That's what the beauty of using, should I bring the mic closer? I'll just talk louder. The beauty of using soft flex with a pinchy end on it is you can start in the middle and work your way out. So I think that's just awesome. So I'm gonna put this in the center, like so. So I did put on, let me do it up here. I did put on this metal bar so that it's not gonna sit straight on. Having a hard time finishing my sentences as beading. It's like rubbing my tummy and talking and walking at the same time. Chotomate. Here we go. and then sit like this. Okay, I don't think I like it. Let me show you why. Because when I wear it, it's going to go back and forth like so. So that is not cute. Not at all. Oh, but it won't go back and forth because, look, it's stuck. The cap is stuck. It can't move. The parados are locking it in place. Can you see that? So the most it can slide is going to be like this. So it's actually a good idea. I'm leaving it. Yahoo! Yay! Yay me! Okay, now I'm going to put a bead cap on either side of the parado because I just realized that the parados look cut off and naked. So I want to make it look smoother. I need a better transition. Let's see. Let us see what we can do. I'll leave one on. And then I'm gonna try some different bead caps. Bead caps are awesome because it's just a neat way of taking something that looks unfinished and making it connect to the next piece over. Let me try this and I'll ask you guys your opinion, okay? So I'm gonna put this bead cap on, put the parado, take another bead cap, whoopsie, and show you. I don't know, it's sitting a little bit funky. Maybe it won't though once it's pressing together. So that's the beginning and that's the end. I kind of like the bead cap. Let me try the other side. So the trick with the bead cap is you have to find one that just covers the end where it's not too big. I don't know, now it looks a little fancy. Now it looks busy. I don't know if I like it. They're too shiny. All right, no on the bead caps for that. Let me see if there's something else. So because it's so shiny, you're not even looking at my pendant now anymore in the middle. So it's really important to find that balance where you're not subtracting from the other pieces in your project. It's like if you're hanging out with your girlfriends and let's say she's the bride, you definitely aren't going to wear something that outshines the bride, right? So if your focal is the bride, please let her have her day. You tell the beads you can have your own special day. I like that. Okay, let me show you this other one. This little cap is a skosh bit smaller and flatter, so it's not as showy. 3-hole bar. Yeah, I could do. I don't know if I have time to do a 3-hole bar with wire right now. I'm supposed to be doing a showcase today, but I don't think that's gonna happen after fuddling around with the. Oh, I like that. Okay, I like that. Hold on. Let me just go with it. And I'll show you what's happening as it goes. Maybe I can move my tray. No, I can't. I'm gonna keep going and we'll see. I better put in some of these beads that I intended the necklace to be about. Ooh. Okay, that is not gonna work. Here is the design problem. When it tilts, it goes all the way to the opposite end, one or the other. It's not staying centered. So I'm going to take this apart on one side. I'm going to take out the gold metal bar, which was such a fun idea, I thought. I'm gonna put this back in, and I'll show it to you for your viewing judgment. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Will It Work or Won't It? All right. Oh, I really, really, really am loving this. I'm excited to wear it. Do you know, I haven't really beaded since COVID started. Like, this might be my first time I'm beading just for the fun of it. So here's the beginning. Can I show it hanging? Yeah. How? Give me an idea, Anna. How can I show it hanging? Like on my neck, you mean? You take off all my jewelry? I don't know if this camera's close enough. Give me some advice. Can I put a bend in the bar? I don't know, Anna. It says it's gold plated, and I don't know what it's gold plated over, so I don't want to just bend it and then it cracks. I mean, I could. I could try. Hold on. Let me go put a gold bend in this bar. Ah! I just dropped it. Okay, I'm coming back, Anna. You let me know how I can show it hanging, and I'm gonna try and bend this bar. Let me get my tools. Okay. So Anna asked, am I able to put a bend in this bar? This is for you, Anna. I will try.
Where you want?
Right over here. Since it's a tube, I might end up, this is a tube, I might end up squishing it, but we'll see. Oh my God! No. Anna was wondering if I could put a bend in this bar,
Okay.
but I can't. I don't know what it's
Like
over.
this?
Yeah, or just on one so that people can see.
Okay.
Do a different one, because I don't know if that's not the right.
I can get one in a minute.
Oh, I can cut it. Here you go.
Here.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, you have scissors now.
Jason's gonna give it a shot and see if he can bend it. Because
Which way do you want to bend it, guys?
I wanted to bend it as a V, so when I string it on this necklace here, that the pendant will sit on it.
Mm.
But if I can't, then oh well, I can't.
Okay, let's use 2 pliers. And we're going to use the jump ring technique. Okay? How's that? I would probably have wanted to put a piece of wire in there. Do you have a piece of wire?
Yeah.
Let me get some 24 gauge. Oh,
This is what I'm gonna string it on.
okay.
What is the wire gonna do?
Keep it from collapsing.
Oh.
Like a thicker wire or something.
Oh, okay, okay. Hold on.
How big do you want this to be? How much of a bend?
Here. I like maybe like this, like a shallow V,
Shallow.
because my pendant is scooting left and right on it and sliding left and right. So
Uh-huh.
Anna was like, if there was a bend, would it
Okay, so
stop moving?
like this?
Yeah.
And shallow V, like this.
We're trying, Anna. We're trying.
So I'm using the jump ring
Yeah.
technique.
That's smart. Is it bending?
Yeah.
It
Like that?
worked. Yeah. It doesn't have to even be a V. If it's a curve, that would work nicely.
How's that?
Okay, let me take this off.
Yeah.
Hold on. We are going to see if this works. The irony will be if I don't like the look of it, and then I'm like, now we have to take it off. I'm excited. So if you guys want to try this at home, Just don't do it if it's glass plated, but if it's a metal plated, then you can definitely give it a shot. Maybe the wire is stuck now inside of it.
There you go. Okay.
Yay! Okay, one moment everybody, and I will show you how cute this is. Okay, so now we're going to do the second side of this project, and I'm putting on the peridot. Okay, and then I'll lift it up and I will show you what it looks like. Okay. Yay! Cute! Yay! This is it. Anna, you get super thumbs up. All right, I'm going to keep beading, you guys. It's a little squirrely right now, but don't worry because I think it's going to even itself out once I put the crimps on at the ends. So again, this is the longest strand that I'm working on. See how that works out. I hope you're enjoying this version of Will It Work or Won't It as we bead live and problem solve with designs and all kinds today together. I have a little bag of spacers that I opened up under my little mess. One moment while I look for them. My beads there. Okay, I'm sure you all know exactly what I'm doing right now, which is looking for some beads that I seem to have put down and lost. Maybe I put it back in the other tray. I'll be right back. So I'm using some copper plated spacers, and they're nice and heavy. So what I'm using them for is to visually weigh my piece down and make the bottom one, which is the longest one, feel grounded. So you guys can give me some feedback. Tell me what you think. And we can move on. Or as Anna said, how about up here? I don't think I need this one here. It's a little too much. So I'm going to take out this one and put something smaller. I know it seems so specific, but when you're beading and you already know you don't like something, the trick is to stop and not continue, because then at the end when you're done, there's always that moment of, man, I wish I had just changed it at that time, versus, you know, keep on going. So I'm going to get some tiny silver rounds or tiny copper rounds. Alright, this should be my last element. One thing you always want to do is have a small bag of metal spacers that's like just tiny, just a little bit. So whenever you need an accent, this again will provide, oh, so cute. This will provide a harmonious, repeated element throughout the entire necklace. So I'm going to use that tiny, I think it's a copper spacer that I just grabbed. And then I'm going to put the smoky quartz on, and then I'll show it to you. And I think this is awesome. If I ever do this again, I think I'm going to set up the station so that the beading part is got more space, so I can demonstrate with a larger surface area, because I'm trying to squeeze into this teeny area. Oh, you know what? Hey, let me just get rid of my face. Hold on, I think I can do this. One moment, okay, you guys? I am going to add one more camera to the show, which is just going to be my hands. One moment, and give me a second. It's my first time I'm using the software today. I think this is it. Here we go. Check it out. My face now is not blocking the camera. Do you like that? Anna, check it out. So awesome. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. I only wish I could see you guys. Bye, Anna. I wish I could see you guys beading with me. So one of the benefits of Zoom is we can bead together. But it's not as flexible about hopping in and out, you know. I like threes. As you can see, I tend to put my patterning in threes. That's just me though. I'm going to try and get another gold spacer in here. Since we have it as an element in earlier, I'm going to just pop it in right now and lift it up and look at the balance. Oh, can't show you because that camera's gone.
I never saw these pieces. They're so nice.
Clarine,
Yes.
do you like this gold bar in here as a repeated element on the bottom one? I can't tell if I like it yet.
No.
It's
too
so thin,
skimpy.
yeah?
Yeah, too skimpy.
Okay, so it'll only be one in my first project then.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to put in another piece of wood. When in doubt and you don't know how to transition to the next bead, just put a metal spacer on either side of it. I will show you. Like this. I have naturally moist hands, so I think that meant I was supposed to be a beader. Because it's easy to pick up beads for me.
How's it looking?
Good, I think.
Did the bend work?
It totally worked. I don't know if anyone can hear me. I don't know how good this camera is, how good this is picking up the sound, but I'm really, really liking this necklace. Oops, look, I cannot talk in bead. I forgot my patterning. One side's different. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to just bead quietly so I can focus, but please enjoy. So nice. Talk to myself, okay, while I do this. Like, oh my god, you're so pretty. I love the way you look. It's turning out really nice. So I think I'm going to keep this first bottom one kind of simple and just keep repeating this pattern over and over until it's going to be the bottom strand, and I'm going to have the ring. So I think this might be about it. Maybe not. Like that. How's that for a length? Okay. Might just take off some of my necklaces. Oh, my earrings stuck.
What's that?
I'm having some issues here.
There.
Okay.
Your logo.
Oh, nice. Super nice.
So, what do you think about it at this length, being the longest one, or little longer, like here?
Depends on what you wear.
Because I'm doing 3 strands, so it's probably gonna have to be like here, yeah. So I think I'm gonna bead to my ring. I'm gonna put the ring around here. So that is another 1.5 inches on both sides. And the reason why, just so you guys know, I keep asking Clarine for help is because I don't have a mirror. I only have this small video camera in front of me to look at. I'm like, well, I can't tell. But at home I do have a mirror, and that really, really helps. Look at the mirror and trust yourself. If you think you look beautiful, it's working. So working from the middle and working your way out is always a good thing. Oh, I gotta show them though. Oh, that's right. Here at home, you will use it. So cute. My friend brought me a mirror. I was like, oh no, but I gotta show my YouTube friends. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Put on some beads. You know, I really, really like the smoky quartz element in here. So I think I'm going to put one more piece of smoky in this patterning. And they're 50 cents, so I can go crazy with them. Yeah, Clarine. Yeah, and I'm gonna repeat. No, it looks too heavy. So I just want to show you something. I tried to do the same thing here, but visually, even though it's a nice repeat, it looks heavy as it works its way up next to my face. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna put a smaller spacer next to it. And I actually don't like this one, so I'm going to find something flatter, but just a miniature version of that. Teeny version. You can come talk to me, Nancy. I'm just making jewelry over here. So I have 3 different kinds of spacers. So this is the first one I'm using, and I want a smaller one, so I'm going to put this one away. And I have this one. It's like fancy. I like this one because this one is really simple. What are you working on, Nancy?
We're done with the
Ooh, okay.
I have an idea for this.
Okay. Now the mag eyes that I'm wearing also helps me stay in focus. So if you guys have problems seeing, then I would highly suggest using some kind of optical aid. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? That is exactly what I needed right there. So it still highlights the smoky quartz. I hope you guys are enjoying this process. I really don't verbalize a lot of the design aspect of things that I do, so this is kind of fun actually for the first time, identifying out loud why I choose the beads that I do. I've been beading for about 25 years, and after that it starts to feel more like, oh, I'm just gonna sit down and do it. I don't really think about how or why, so I really love this challenge and the opportunity to share. So thanks, you guys. I know that the camera keeps focusing and unfocusing, so give me some feedback and let me know. How's that? Alrighty. Here we go. Miss Clarini, what do you think? I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. A little longer still? Or length good? Okay, and then where should I keep beading so I get to the ring? Maybe a little higher? The ring should be where my finger is? Okay, I think so too. Because you don't want the rings coming out of the side of your neck. Yeah, because you still want it on the flat part of your chest. Before your boobs slope out, you want your rings above that. So I'm gonna go 1/2 inch more, and strand 1 will be done. So exciting. 1/2 inch more. And one strand of these beads are totally going to do it. Is that about 1/2 inch? Yes. I'm sorry if my hands are making the camera crazy, you guys, but I cannot look up and check. I'm going to put some teak, a little copper spacer, a couple more of these super cute African trade beads. Alrighty, then I'm going to pinch it to hold it in place while I work on the second strand. Strand 1 is done, like so. And again, I'm only going to bead to where the ring is going to be. So the next strand is going to be shorter. Get my cable. Cut that. And meet me over back here at the beading table. So this is strand 2. So I'm going to leave strand 1 like that, so I have something to look at. And above the focus point of strand 2, I think I'm going to start with this brass tube. And then work my way out. Putting a little spacer on either side, and get going with my pink and pinkish reddish blue beads. Oh my god, it's so cute. So I'm going to hold them together like this, so then I kind of know where the gold and the silver is going to be playing with each other when it's stacked, when I'm wearing it layered. Hey Jason, can you just watch the cords for me? I'm just going to move the mic a little bit closer. How is that, you guys? I think I might have... How's that? I'm going to put the mic a little closer. That way, if you guys want to chit-chat, and I'm going to bring my computer screen closer so I can read the comments. Hi, Jean from Granada. I don't know where Granada is. Is there a certain kind of greeting you use in Granada for the evening? Is it the evening time there?
Having a good time?
Yeah. I haven't beaded in so long, so it's like really teaching a design class, you know, and having the opportunity to share. Okay, so now I have these two strands, and I like the way it's centered. So I'm going to put a couple more. So the real thing, the real focus of this was using these Indonesian glass beads, right? So I don't want to lose focus from that. And again, I need a transition before I just jump in. So again, use some of your small beads. I'll take a photo of this and I'll post it in our Bead Gallery Ohana or our Bead Gallery Facebook page after, so you guys can see what it will look like if you want to. All right, so that's looking cute. You don't always have to work in threes, but I definitely want to incorporate this barrel back in, but a little bit further away from the barrel at the bottom. So I don't want to put a barrel just yet. So we can put over there is, what else do I got? More of these pink beads. So working on a board like this is very helpful. It gives you some guidance. And I am being particular about which beads I'm picking up in the pink ones, just so you know, because I want the length on the left and the right to be similar. So I'm trying not to pick the biggest or the smallest ones unless I'm doing it evenly on both sides.
Same one as before then, before filled, right? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, now I can add in one of these. So I will put in this barrel. Let's see what it looks like if I put a smaller.
Getting gold sleeve brass, but you got gold sleeve.
These bronze beads that I'm putting on right now are so cool. Okay, so let me scoot that so you can see. So on the second layer, I have a larger spacer on either side of the brass tube or the bronze tube, and I have a smaller one, and then I can do it again with the same one. So now I'm going to look at it and visually weigh it and see which one I like better. Do I like it where it looks the same, the three, or where I have it smaller? I actually like it smaller. Clarine, can you take a peek at your screen when you have a chance and tell me if you like the bronze center with the shinies repeated, or the bronze center with a smaller bead on either side of it? Like visually, which one kind of calls out to you? I know which one calls out to me. I just want to.
The middle one.
This one.
Yeah.
And do you like it repeated with the big spacers or the small spacers?
The one that's like in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, the same one.
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, take both of them. I have that.
I actually like the one with the small spacers, but it's always nice to ask opinions because I love Clarine's designs, and so I'm going to go with that. That's called beading with a friend. And then I'm going to put on some more of these pink beads. I'm so proud of myself for using all of these Indonesian glass beads because I was really like, I don't know if I can. I was like, this might be an episode of Will It Work? And it doesn't. So so surprised because I like it. Okay. Now I'll add a gold one. And if you guys have any questions about this design, please let me know. Ooh, it's so cute. I think I'm done. Well, here, let me show you if you know you're done. When it comes to the same point, nope, I just have a little bit more to go. So this one doesn't have any wood in it. So the wood was the grounding element in the first one. And this one has the dark browns in here and the gold to be grounding. So I think I'm going to leave it and just taper down to a smaller bead.
And is there any apartment number or anything for the?
Oh, it's so cute.
Okay, so number
1, 2, and 3. You like that? Okay, I'm learning not to cover my work so that the camera doesn't get all kooky.
Yeah. -290 on the circle.
Okay, and then one little spacer.
60.
Okay.
And then that would be 6, 7.
So that's here. I just realized that I wanted to use the smoky quartz in this strand, but I didn't. So I do have some time to redo it if I want to bring the smoky quartz in. So let me think about that. Because I do have enough length that the smoky quartz would be perfect. Now, do I want to have it incorporated in the front? Like back here? Or no smoky and just in there? Actually, I don't think it actually needs it because I like the smoky in this top row. I'm gonna leave this as is. Okay, and then you want to get these all the same length. So 2 more. Maybe 1 more. Okay. This is perfect, you guys. So now I am done with the second strand. Put this all away. We finish this side, so it goes gold, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, and then 3 of these. 2, 3. My beading lesson is almost done. I have 1 more middle strand to work on. And that's going to bring in the elements. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to start in the center. So this is rose gold and copper spacers in the middle. And to go with the rose theme, I have a rose wood bead that's going to go on either side, and I'll show you. Like that. And I'm going to break it up with a little copper spacer before I go to a different element, which is the Indonesian glass. Like so. Then I'm going to bring in a smoky quartz. Putting on a little spacer. See how that looks? It's cute. These spacers are super cute. They're just like pennies probably too. Just adds so much. Okay. A couple more more space of the Indonesian glass beads. Oops. Dropped one, but don't worry because there's plenty. Okay. Now the hearts. These are copper hearts and they're hollow. So whenever you go ahead and you string on something that's hollow, you have to keep poking and poking till it comes through, but don't give up. Sometimes it's easier than other times. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now the heart has a dip in the center, so I saved 2 of these little beads because if you just stack another bead on top of a heart into the dip, then you're gonna show the string. So I'm gonna fill that with that. Then I'm gonna add my green peridot to bring back the peridot from the first strand. Green is also a heart chakra opening color. And so it's perfect that it's right next to the heart. So talk about symbolism working right in our favor. And then I'm going to put some more of the Indonesian glass beads. Now, if I want to add some wood, it's a good time. Oh, I need a spacer between the peridot and the glass bead, because it's just sort of 2 colors running into each other. So let me space that out and I'll show you. Uh-oh. I didn't put my clamp onto this, so I almost lost my whole project. One moment. Yikes, Clarini. I was like, "Oy, we don't want to do that again." Okay. Okay, so put on a copper spacer and 3 more of those glass beads. I think we should try to work in a piece of wood for the very last strand, just so maybe it wraps back into the story of the first 2. And would be nice right here, so I'm gonna take and put a lighter colored wood from the same teak strand, but I was using the darker colors closer to the bottom, so now I'm gonna move to a lighter color. Uh-oh, I'm missing a spacer in the part I'm doing now. I am infamous for doing that. Uh-oh. Was it an earlier strand? One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Spacer, spacer bead, 1, 2, spacer, smoky, spacer, 1, 2, 3, heart, spacer, peridot, spacer, 1, 2, 3. And I could go to the wood. Please let that be where you're talking about, Deanne. If it's not, please comment one more time and save me. You don't even know how many pieces I've made over the last 2 decades that are in the store that have something missing. But I tell ya, I think that's the beauty of imperfection, because you know, like with Native American beading, they put in 1 blue bead, and it's a deliberate misstep in the beading to just show the imperfections in life and to not attract. I don't know if in Japanese, like it's called bachi or bad luck, you know. So you don't want to be overly boastful or brag or call attention to perfection. I guess we could just call it my deliberate errors. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're almost done. Sorry, I keep crossing my arm and hiding the screen for you. So I'm just going to put on 5 beads to end on this side. And I'll put 5 on the other side. So I put 3 mediums and 2 smalls. 1. Oh my gosh, Clarine, we're done. Yep. I love it. Well, I still have to crimp it, attach it to the rings. I mean, there's still a couple more pieces, but I have to, I might have to stop because I don't know, it's turning into a super long, uber long YouTube video. I have to do part 2 of how to finish this. How to attach these to the ring. I'm going to crimp it with wire protectors, crimp covers, and then I'll half hitch the leather. Okay. So you guys, that took a lot longer than I expected. It always does. You know, whenever you're making something, I tend to underestimate how long of a time it will take, and the fact that I'm just really absorbed in it and I'm enjoying it. I'm sure you all have experienced that yourself, that being in the flow of creating and being in the flow of design and how absorbing that can be. I have to tell you, for the last 105 minutes, I've not thought about anything negative, anything fearful. I've only been so enjoying myself and absorbed in this task of expressing myself, my opinion, my creativity. It's just been so awesome. So I will have to take a break though, because I am at work today and I do have some things I need to do before the end of the day. My staff has been supporting me and doing all this stuff while I have been making this jewelry with you all. So what I'm going to do is I will finish it, but I'll ask Jason to tape me while I finish it. I'll put the camera on and then I'll post this as a second portion on just how to finish this, because I think that the design portion, this part, is all you. It's all how you want to express it and what is your enjoyment. And as far as like making sure that it works and it lays right, you know, I'll take that on as my job, and then I'll tape it, and then I will make sure that you guys get to see it, and that way if there's any mistakes that I make, you can, you know, learn from it and avoid it on your part. But it was really enjoyable just designing, you know, just sharing that whole experience with you guys. So thank you. I will continue this. I'll ask Jason to tape me just putting the crimps on and how I'm going to fasten the leather. That'll at least give me some time to think about that after I eat lunch. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friendship, and you guys have a wonderful day.